A $2,000 fourth stimulus check. Were these checks actually approved, and are they really depositing and sending out these checks right away? Well, I have all the details and everything you need to know right here in this video. Let's get right into it. All right, so first off, I do want to give you a quick update on one of the aspects of a $2,000 fourth stimulus check, because this is something I like to keep an eye on and I watch it very closely, as well as I do like to bring you periodic updates just to let you know where we are currently sitting with this one aspect right here. And then, of course, we will jump into it and talk about, were these actually approved and are they actually being deposited and sent out right now? We'll get into that here in just a second. All right, so this is actually from the change.org $2,000 fourth stimulus check petition. Let me give you a quick update on this. Now, we've talked about this a few times here over the last year or so because I do like to watch this and see the signatures that continue rolling in on this petition, which happens to be also very, very important. All right, so I haven't talked about this in probably about 2 months now, but let me give you a quick update on it as I was just over there checking it out and seeing where we're sitting with signatures. Now, as of right now, we are right around 3,043,000 signatures on that $2,000 fourth stimulus check petition on the change.org website. Now, we have talked about this before, and I do know that a lot of you right here in this community have signed this petition, as I have too, right? We all slapped our signatures on there showing our support for a $2,000 stimulus check and ongoing monthly payments, which is also what is indicated right there on that petition. Now, again, if you want to check that out, it is on change.org. It's been around for quite a while now, but again, just a lot of people that continue signing this on a regular basis every single day. It is still getting signatures. So I think that gives us a little glimpse into where people are sitting right now and additional financial resources that are needed going forward. So anyway, just wanted to give you a quick update on that. Now let's jump into it and talk about, were these checks actually approved? Are they being deposited, and are they actually being sent out? So let's get right into it. But really quickly before we do, if you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button right down below the video. I am your one and only daily advocate, and I am very much dedicated to you and this community to continue doing all the research and to boiling it all down into these short videos. And my dedication is to bring you honest, accurate, reliable, and transparent information every single day in these videos as I'm doing all this research. And I want to make sure that you have all the best information so that you can make your own judgments, your own decisions, things like that, as well as anytime that new programs or benefits or money or resources, anything else that pops up, I want to make sure that I'm helping you take advantage of it immediately. So again, thanks so much for joining me. I truly do appreciate it. This is an amazing community. So many great people here. Almost 356,000 of you right here in this community. And we're going strong, and I will continue to be here for you to help you out in any way that I can, as well as advocate on your behalf to get additional money, benefits, everything else we possibly can. As I read the comments section every single day, and I see it. The struggle is real right now. There's a lot of people that are having a hard time, and we got to get some action out of Congress. Anyway, make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. I truly appreciate you and for being part of this community. So again, thanks so much. Let's jump right into this. All right, so this is actually a topic that I want to bring up and I want to address head on, I guess you could say, right? Here's the deal. I've had some people reaching out down in the comments section. I've also had other people reaching out through other means, as in email and on other platforms, reaching out saying, is this actually happening? Is this true? Did checks get approved, and are they really being sent out right away? Are they being delivered? Are they being deposited into bank accounts? I've been seeing it in XYZ places. Again, for those of you that have been asking, and for those of you who have not been asking but may be curious about this, you probably know some of the sources I'm talking about. I don't need to point anybody out. I don't need to talk about where this is coming from. I think all of us are very aware. So the question is, were these checks actually approved? Okay, let's take a step back here for just a second and discuss this. As of right now, on the nationwide level, out of Congress, as in the United States Congress, right? The people over in D.C. that represent all of us, the roughly 535 or so people that represent all of us that make up the House of Representatives and, of course, the Senate. Now, this is the group that we want to focus on because they are the ones who have the authority to approve a $2,000 stimulus check. They're the ones that have the authority to approve monthly ongoing payments. They have the authority to approve basically anything that would be all far-reaching across the entire United States, which would encompass all people, right? Pretty much everybody across all the states, all the districts, all the territories of the United States. Therefore, they have massive authority, right? They have a lot of authority that they can pass pieces of legislation. So The big question is, did they approve these checks? Now, again, I'm addressing this simply because of some of the headlines that are out there, some of the information that is coming up out there, and some of you that are reaching out to me asking, hey, I believe you have the best content here. What do you say? Did they actually approve this? All right, please do not be upset with the messenger. No, they did not. No, Congress did not approve a check. They did not approve a $2,000 stimulus check. They are not being deposited, and no, they are not going into mailboxes. And no, late last night, they did not approve a check. Yes, some headlines are saying, approved last night, checks going out immediately, dropping into mailboxes, deposited. No, they're not. I'm sorry. Not yet. They are not approved as of right now, okay? Here's the deal. I've been watching this stuff very, very closely. If you don't believe me, feel free to scroll back in my videos. I've been covering this stuff since April of 2020. So over 2 years now, we've been talking about this. Literally, I started talking about this stuff right after they passed the very first stimulus package, the CARES Act, back in late March of 2020, which was the $2.2 trillion, which contained the $1,200 stimulus checks. I've been following this stuff all day, every single day for over 2 years now. I have a pretty good pulse on what's going on. And as of right now, no, they have not approved a $2,000 stimulus check. However, I do want to throw this out there. There are multiple different proposals that are on the table, and Congress is playing around with them, right? They're twiddling their thumbs, they're fumbling around with them, they're doing whatever they do with their pieces of legislation and their bills, things like that. So they do have some pieces of legislation out there to send out ongoing monthly checks or a one-time check. However, it's not in the amount of $2,000. However, I also do want to throw this out there. On the state level, there are multiple different checks being approved as of right now. So yes, on the state level, there are multiple states out there, probably without even counting. There's probably 10, 15, 20 different states out there that either have fully approved stimulus checks that range anywhere between about $100 all the way up to $850, even $1,000 in some instances. So there are some states that have approved stimulus checks that are basically just waiting to go out at this point. And there's also a bunch of states out there that do have checks that are basically just a vote away from being completely passed. In fact, the most generous check out there on the table right now is in the state of Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, for those of you out there, your governor wants to send out a $2,000 stimulus check in the state of Pennsylvania. So that is the biggest check that is out there right now. There's a couple other states that have really big checks out there as well. In fact, the state of Maine, they just passed a $850 check per individual or $1,700 check for a married couple. So that is another very generous check. There's multiple other states out there right now who have checks ranging from anywhere about $300 to $500, maybe $600. I'd say that's the vast majority of states out there, is probably between the maybe $300 or maybe even $250 range, all the way up to probably about $600, depending on the person being single or married, things like that. Of course, that plays a role as well, because if it's a married couple, generally the payments are double what it is for a single person. Anyway, on the state level, yes, there are checks being actually deposited. Yeah, on the state level, there are many different states that are actually approving and depositing checks. But on the federal level, as in Congress, the United States Congress, the almighty United States Congress, who is very busy, right? Yeah, I think we can all agree. Sometimes I like to be sarcastic in my videos, right? Anyway, Congress, the United States Congress, as of right now, no, they have not approved a $2,000 stimulus check. Now, here's the thing. Maybe we could look into this and see from a year ago, way back in March of last year, 2021, they did approve a $1,400 check. No, it's not $2,000. Some sources out there like to sell it as a $2,000 stimulus check that was passed last year. No, sorry, it was not $2,000. I'm not sure about you, but I did not get $2,000 deposited into my bank account. I got $1,400. So I'm not sure if you got $2,000, but I certainly did not get $2,000. So some of the sources out there say, oh, they passed a $2,000 check. No, they didn't. They passed a $1,400 check. So yeah, once again, misleading information in some of the sources out there. So again, that was all happening last year. That was a year ago. So again, that's all long kind of forgotten about by now, especially as we are here almost or actually over a year later and waiting for Congress to approve more checks. Anyway, this is what I have for you. So for those of you that have been reaching out asking, I heard, I saw, checks have been approved late last night. Congress was working late and they passed a check. And it's going to be deposited tomorrow. I wish that were the case, but unfortunately it's not. And again, please don't be upset with me. As I said, I'm here for you. I am the messenger. I'm here to bring you honest, accurate, reliable, and transparent information every single day in these videos. As I'm doing all the research, I'm breaking it all down and to help you out in any way that I possibly can, as well as make sure that you're staying informed with everything that is actually going on. So, anyway, we will continue working on Congress. We will continue doing everything we possibly can to get that $2,000 check out of them. But at this time, no, it has not been approved. No, it is not being deposited. And no, it is not being dropped in mailboxes tonight. So anyway, just want to let you know about that. I've seen it around here quite a few times, just realistically over the last couple of weeks I've even seen this. And I thought, you know what, it's finally time to bring this in, finally time to lay this all out and let you know where we currently stand on this. Could a $2,000 check still be approved? Yeah, absolutely. It could still be approved. In fact, we do know that Congress wants to pass another reconciliation bill basically within the next 3 months. So a reconciliation bill, remember, can contain virtually anything except for a few limitations. But it certainly could contain a stimulus check. Absolutely, 100%. Anyway, hope this one helps you out. Again, I will continue doing anything I possibly can to be here right by your side as your one and only daily advocate who brings you all the research boiled down into these short videos, as well as the honest, accurate, reliable, transparent information every single day, even if it's sometimes I need to share information just like in this video that honestly is not all that encouraging. But at the same time, I gotta be honest with you, that is by far the most important point, and that is absolute paramount to everything else out there. Maintaining your trust and being completely honest with you all the time with everything that I'm finding out there is very, 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 very important to me. So anyway, hope this one helps you out. Again, we will continue doing everything we possibly can to Congress, continue to lay it down, or whatever I want to say right now, I guess. But anyway, we will continue doing whatever we possibly can to get Congress to approve this. Trust me, I'm doing whatever I can. Just like that letter we sent out last week. Things like that, as well as reaching out to them, hammering down on social media, things like this. We got to continue on staying on them. Anyway, I'll be here for you. Make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share this video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other 2,400 videos right here on the channel. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate it. I'm here for you. Enjoy your day, and I'll catch you again later.